Okay, this looks like a separable differential equation to me. We move this term to the right side of the equal sign, changing its sign, then divide by this term right here. This is what we get. All the y's on one side, x's on the other side. And if we want to simplify this expression by multiplying numerator and denominator by y cubed, we get something that looks like this. And that looks like, when we take the integral of both sides, that over here u-substitution is going to work, which I've shown over here. I'll let you take a look at that. And the antiderivative of negative x dx is negative 1/2 x squared plus some constant. And if I multiply both sides by 16, I get ln. I drop the absolute value symbol here. I probably shouldn't have done that. But we get negative 8x squared plus, well, 16 times c sub 1 is just another constant. Now we exponentiate both sides and get that this expression is equal e to this. But I can rewrite that as e to the c sub 2 times e to the negative 8x squared, but e to the c sub 2 is just another constant. And if I add 8 both sides and then divide by 4, this c sub 3 divided by 4 is just another constant. So finally, I'll just leave that constant c. Normally, we don't go through all this subscripts. We just realize that we play free and loose with constants, changing them when appropriate. And now we take the 4th root of both sides, and there's your value for y. Now, this was not an IVP problem, so we don't know what c is, but we could talk about, if we had an initial value problem, that would help us to determine whether we were using the plus or minus as a solution. And we also talk about an interval of validity. We know we can't take the square root of a negative number, so we have to check that. But basically, this is where you're headed. And if I share my screen real quickly and go to Desmos, there's the graph of that original function. I call it f sub 1 of x, and I use the plus sign. And there's different values of c, but g of x is equal to, well, there's that f prime, that's the y prime, plus that 4y minus 8 over y cubed times x, and that turns out to be this green dashed line, which is 0. So that looks like that is the correct solution. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.